Hey YouTube, it's Eli, and today I want to talk about how I used to be as a person before I came out, how I am now that I'm out, and kind of a little bit on how I feel I will be, like, several months on T and stuff and all that jazz. And so, before it came out, I wouldn't be making this video at all, just because I was very shy, private, reserved, very just, I never shared anything with anyone. There was only like once in a blue moon that I ever said anything that was of importance or of value or anything. I never shared anything with anybody. I had friends and stuff like that, and I knew a lot about them and their family and what they've been through and things like that, but they didn't know that about me. All they knew was like very surface level things. Didn't have a mom, dad's a douchebag, have a little brother, good student, artist. That's pretty, and that I didn't like a shitload of foods and stuff, and allergies. It's pretty much, so that's like about 6 things. There's probably a few more things that they knew about me, but very surface level things about me altogether. And the reason I didn't share any of the things that I was feeling or that I wanted to say or anything like that was because I felt like people would judge me, people would not like me, and overall people wouldn't understand me, in which case a lot of people tend to not understand me because my life experience has been not similar to a lot of people my age. I had to grow up fast, if anything, compared to most people my age, so but that's just been my life or whatever. When I came to college and stuff like that, I kind of started opening up a little bit, but not so much. And after about 5, maybe 6 years of not talking, not sharing anything. And of course, when I was in elementary school, I didn't really talk much about myself because it was weird. Like, I didn't know how to share. I didn't, not share, but like sharing is caring, but I didn't know how to express myself and let people know that I like these things. When I realized that I liked girls in the 5th grade, I didn't tell anybody. It was a secret. Like, it was this big secret, and I couldn't say anything because no one would understand it. I didn't know anybody else who liked girls, and so I didn't say anything. So it was finally my sophomore year in college that I was just like, I can't hold anything in anymore. I can't. Like, so I went to a counselor and I talked to her a little bit. I was definitely, like I said, shy, reserved, didn't want to talk to her really, but did at the same time, because I had so much bottled up and so much inside of me. So after a semester, she did finally was able to kind of understand what was going on with me, but I just kept a lot of things to myself. Like, yes, I felt good that I was talking to her and I was kind of getting things off my chest, but there was just so much that I was feeling that I just didn't want to tell her. And it had nothing to do with her as a person and her skills as a counselor, because she's a great counselor. If anything, it had to deal with the fact that in high school I had a good counselor, and it was more so we talked about my mom and stuff like that, and then she got fired for supporting LGBTQ community at the high school after a lawsuit and shit. But I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that or if that's a secret, but whatever. So then a new counselor came in, and she passed records and stuff. So the new counselor talked to me, But I'm the kind of person, when I meet someone new, especially in that kind of a role, I kind of just go back into my shell. So all of the work that the first counselor did kind of just went down the drain because this was a new person, and this new person wasn't a good counselor at all. It was a really bad experience. If anything, she was looking out for the best interest of me and my brother, but it just didn't work out. And she was the first person that I started telling about, what was going on at home and stuff like that, and that I liked girls and all that stuff. So I was starting to be open about what was going on with me, but because how she reacted towards me and the things that happened, I just went back into my shell. I was like, no, this is a bad idea. I shouldn't talk about whatever it is that's going on in my head. So I didn't. I stopped seeing her. I didn't want to see her anymore. Whatever. I probably should have told her that she sucked, but whatever. So then when I finally got to Milliken and I talked to the counselor here, it was just that whole, history of how high school went and how those counselors were with me, and I didn't want to experience that again. So I was very selective on what I was saying. Just this is how I was. Then eventually I stopped going because a part of me felt like she wasn't going to be able to help me. She wasn't going to be able to guide me or anything like that. But if anything, it all had to do with myself. Counselors are there to help talk to you about what's going on, not tell you what to do to make you better or anything like that. They can only kind of guide you and stuff like that. And I guess I wasn't ready to figure out what was really to open about what was going on with me and stuff like that. After a year of not seeing her, not talking to anybody about what was going on with me, I did fall not into a deep depression, but I did have symptoms of it where I was just sleeping every day. I would skip class because I was sleeping. I was really tired and I didn't eat a lot, and just a lot of stuff was happening, and I didn't talk to anybody. People started noticing because I was sleeping a lot, or just sleeping a lot is probably the thing. I slept every day. I went to class, went back home, slept, went to class, went back home, slept. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck that class, I'm gonna sleep. And I slept a lot. No one really saw me because I slept a lot and stuff like that. But that's just how I was dealing with things. When I finally came out and stuff, I was just like, I need to talk to somebody. I really do need to talk to someone because there's so much going on in my life right now, and if I don't talk about this, I'm going to miss my opportunity to talk about this, and I don't know if I ever will talk about this, or if I will ever be alive to talk about it, So I went to the same person. I went to go talk to her, and, she's like, how have you been, and all this other stuff, and I told her what was going on, and how I kind of changed a little bit and stuff like that, but how I felt like I was trans, and, she embraced me for who I was, and she accepted me for me at the end of the day, and I was finally able to talk to her. I didn't sit there fiddling with, my fingers, or, the pillow that was sat on my lap. I actually talked to her. I actually opened up, to her and stuff, and she mentioned that she's like, finally you talked to me, it took me freaking months to pull you out of your shell, and even that wasn't enough and stuff like that. But I'm glad I did actually talk to her. She helped me, kind of talk about what it is that I wanted to do as far as being trans and what that meant, and all of this stuff. So it was great. Really helped guide me in the right direction and stuff like that, to where I was able to tell my brother, where I was able to talk to the school and be like, yo, I'm Eli and I need to tell my teachers, and all of this other stuff. And eventually got gender-free bathrooms because of me. So that's fucking awesome. They're actually right over there in that general area. Yeah, it's cool. It's an awesome thing. Like, because I'm out, like, I'm not scared, I'm not shy, I'm not, like, I'm fucking cool. Like, I don't even know, like, this is weird for me to say, because I don't talk about myself like that, but, like, let me just talk about my relationship with Michelle. Thinking about the other relationships that I've been in or attempted to have, they're nothing compared to the relationship I have with Michelle at all. No, they're not. They're not comparable at all, because I was so reserved. Like, I don't even know how any of those people really liked me, because I never talked about myself. I never shared anything that was of value or was of importance, or something that they would know about me. It was just like surface level stuff. Whereas with Michelle, like, I can talk to her about anything. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck I say. Like, I mean, it does matter what I say. I mean, I wouldn't want to say, like, rude shit or, like, be an asshole or anything like that. At least I try not to. But, like, just being able to talk to her about anything is awesome. And just, like, I feel like she understands me. And for a really long time, I felt like no one would ever understand me, understand the person that I am on the inside. And she does, and I love that about her. It's like, it's awesome. It's great. It's great to finally have someone in my life who, can sit down and just listen to me talk about whatever. And of course I sit down and listen to her talk about whatever, because that's just how we should be with each other, if anything. But, like, I don't know, it's great. And, like, even with my friends, like, my relationship with my friends now is really fucking different. And not different in a bad way, different in a good way. Like, I can talk to them about anything. You know what I mean? Like, my friends are very accepting. Like, all of them know that I'm trans, because they're going to know that, because they're my friends that have known me before. And, like, they want to know about what's going on with me. And, like, my best friend Diana was just like, dude, you never used to talk. You never used to share anything with anybody. And, like, I'm so happy that you're here and that you're talking about stuff, and that I can finally get to know you, dude, and, like, all of this stuff. And it was just great to hear her say that to me and stuff like that, and being able to open up to her and just, like, open up to all of my friends and just be like, this is who I am, and this is the things that I actually do like. You know what I mean? Like, I like cars, I like sports, I like the ladies, I like dressing up. I love dressing up. It's my favorite thing. Like, I used to hate dressing up because I felt like when I was a girl I had to wear all that girly shit, but, like, now, like, I love dressing up. I love bow ties, I love ties, I love dressing up. I just need dress shoes. That's it. Because I always wear my cons, but that's just me. I love them. But, like, I'm just so much more open and more expressive and more just myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't hold back what I feel. Like, sometimes I do, because it's what I've done for so long, it's what I know. But because I know that what I'm doing and how I feel and certain things, I know to be like, hey, hold on, dude, like, you're doing this because you feel like this, so you need to talk about it, you know what I mean? And I can talk about it because I have those people there who are actually wanting to hear what I have to say, and I don't have to be afraid anymore. I don't have to think that people won't understand who I am or what the hell I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking awesome. And as far as, like, how I see my future being, how I think things are gonna go, I just feel like it can only get better from here on in. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, I'll just have to see when it happens and in the future and stuff like that. But that's it. See you, YouTube.